AOJ, but also under the tutelage of Lebre, her husband.
Pretty interesting. In the light feather and the featherweight finals, we had champions from AOJ in Maisa Bastos and Larissa Campos. Janaina Lebre is going to try to make it 3 in a row.
Janaina has quite a good grasp on the aggressive capabilities of the lapel guard, not only for defensive purposes, but she's got a great knee bar, great leg attacks. And as we saw at her victory of the IBJJF Women's Grand Prix, I believe it was in 2023, she has the great ability to pass the guard as well, defeating many big names in her endeavor to win that.
So you got Stephanie on your left in the blue gi, Janaina on your right in the white gi. Janaina took silver at the Europeans in 2022. Like you mentioned, Jake, 2022 lightweight Grand Prix champion. Has taken silver at the Worlds in 2022 and 2023. And also won the Pan Jiu-Jitsu Championships last year in 2024.
Their way to the center of the mat once again. Can AOJ make it 3 in a row? Or will Checkmat get a European title?
Here we go, lightweight final at the 2025 Europeans. Janaina pulls guard, Stephanie on top. You mentioned the lapel work of Janaina Lebre, Jake. You can see her working the lapel grip with her left hand already, trying to get that position set up.
At the beginning of the match, Stephanie looked for an opportunity to get that sort of cheeky 2 points with the foot sweep off of the guard pole. Stuck her, and that ended up actually making her a little bit too close to Janaina, but now able to break away, back up to the feet. Now Janaina actually sits with the lapel, feeds it underneath. Now watch for her to use that right hand freely. She actually sometimes likes to poke underneath that leg, transition into sort of a K guard with the lapel.
There she goes, right, Jake, reaching under that leg as you mentioned.
I know that because she's knee barred me with it. Look at this.
Janaina throws the omoplata.
The right foot still or the left foot now, she's actually weaved the lapel over and under.
What a fast transition. Janaina looks like she's trying to make a sweep out of it, but Stephanie recovers back into the close guard. Janaina earns an advantage. 1 minute, 30 seconds into this 2025 European Jiu-Jitsu Championship lightweight final.
These athletes are bringing the heat.
Some incredible techniques we've seen so far.
Close guard slowing the pace down just a little bit for Janaina to try to get his deep left hand grip, but I think just playing with the grips right now, seeing what she's going to be able to set up. Stephanie doing a great job keeping her posture high. And every now and again, you'll notice she'll bring her head really low in response to something Janaina might be trying to throw. And perhaps not too keen on standing up quickly so as not to get back in the lapel situation.
Stephanie's shown some great defense already, defending some of those lapel sequences, defending the omoplata. Janaina underhooking that leg of Stephanie.
Looking for the waiter sweep, some people call it the muscle sweep as well. Now feeding that left hand grip.
Now she's gonna try to come up,
look at this.
lifts her hips. Good job by
Stephanie.
Stephanie facing Janaina, getting back into a more neutral position.
Vai cruzando, boa, vai encaixar.
Janaina with a grip on the back collar.
Janaina has a really aggressive close guard. You can see her never really taking her time, just looking to set up these overhooks or lapel grips, trying to get advantageous angles. Now she's sitting up.
Oh, look at this.
Janaina comes up on top.
Now it looks like she does get the top position.
Big moment here for Janaina Lebre. 2 points for the sweep.
The threat of the armbar was enough for Stephanie to throw her balance off. Janaina was able to capitalize. She looks like she still might want that armbar, but now settles into the mount position. That is a total of 6 points in that transition for Janaina Lebre.
Less than halfway through, Janaina Lebre leads Stéphanie Faure by 6 points. Really nice sequence there from the close guard to come up on top. She's in a great position now as well, walking those elbows up the mat.
She might have been looking for the Katagatame. Great recovery by Stephanie. Back into the guard now. Now into the deep half.
Stephanie trying to set up a waiter sweep. Has a good grip on the ankle.
If she's able to peek her head around to the back, this could turn into a back take attempt as well. As you see right there, Janaina does have a wrap over the ankle. That's going to make it a little bit more difficult to try to search for the back.
And I think Janaina likes her bite on the ankle. Looked like she was going belly down.
Stephanie's still trying to climb for this back.
Stephanie has worked her way out of some tough positions so far in this lightweight final.
And that's going to give her 2 points. She did effectively utilize that deep half position to gain top position. 2 points for Stephanie. And you're right, Danny. I mean, mounted, elbow is being lifted away from your body. It looks like it's heading towards an arm triangle and a possible tap, but big explosive transition puts her back in the match, but now having to deal with this lapel guard once again. And the introduction of the lapel into the, I would say, like the main game plan, and call it the meta game, if you will, of Jiu-Jitsu, has really made it difficult. You've had to become more creative as the top competitor to pass the guard. Can't do a lot of conventional things that you would before because your gi is actually trapped. It's just trapped against your body, and the leg is in the way, and you have to unravel the lapel often before you can even pass the guard.
It's amazing to see how Jiu-Jitsu has evolved over the years. We see new techniques every event.
Janaina trying to use that classic spider guard, elevate over the top. Now this is what Stephanie needs. She needs to try to pass the guard off of the lapel break. She's got to pass the guard in the open. Keep the lapels out of play. Of course, easier said than done as Janaina now looking to hook under that leg once again, maybe looking for a triangle over the top.
Another good position for Janaina Lebre. Stephanie tries to step over. Looked like Janaina might have been able to turn into an omoplata, but another great job by Stephanie defending more Janaina's attacks.
2 minutes, 42 seconds left in this lightweight final. Thus far, the defense of Stéphanie Caroline has proved enough to stave off the many submission and sweep attempts of Janaina Lebre, but that 4-point lead is due to that big armbar attempt turned sweep into mount earlier on in this match.
Both Janaina and Stéphanie looking for their first gold medal as black belts at the Europeans. Janaina, as we mentioned, took silver in 2022 in Rome. She leads Stéphanie by 4 points with under 2 minutes remaining.
Stéphanie really trying to punch that foot through the opposite way. You can sense the urgency to get out of this lapel sequence and try to mount a pass, get some points on the board.
It's a pretty big deficit for Stéphanie. Even a guard pass would still leave her trailing by 1 point. And passing Janaina's guard, not an easy thing.
No, not at all. That
40
lapel,
seconds remain in the lightweight final here at the 2025 European Jiu-Jitsu Championships.
that lapel is wrapped so tightly around the leg of Stéphanie. Look at it right there. You can see the pressure. And Janaina just will continually, and this is the mark of somebody who really understands the lapel game as well, is she will continue to pull that tighter and tighter and tighter throughout the sequence. And thus she will get more and more control over the leg and the hip of her opponent by just continuing to tighten that grip. But with 10 seconds left, looks like Janaina Lebre is going to take home the gold medal.
So Janaina Lebre is your lightweight champion here at the 2025 Europeans. It's her first black belt European gold medal, and that's the third straight gold medal for AOJ.
BJJ superpower that is Art of Jiu-Jitsu continues its reign here, being the winningest team at the event thus far.
Great performance by Stéphanie as well. Showed some incredible defense and escapes. And she'll take silver in a really tough female black belt lightweight division.
And the level's only getting higher. The divisions are only getting tougher and more talent-filled as time goes on. Like you said, Danny, 6,000 competitors here at Europeans. The next generation's in good hands. Janaina Lebre, not too long ago, a brown belt world champion herself.